If you don't conduct research, you're not credible. If you don't verify facts by reading, you're not credible. If you just come out here to run your mouth without checking information, I don't need to communicate with you. Hey, users and subscribers, welcome back to my channel. Let's catch up because there's a few things I definitely want to say.
Things them, nobody stay about cause we not back from them. We full of speech but we don't come for fool them. Lift up the knowledge cause we there so for school them. Head teacher case speaks as long as it's hot.
So until then, you will continue in a monologue and not a dialogue with me. You'll be talking to yourself, no matter how much you put my name in your headlines. My advice to you is read. Yeah. Do you know the easiest way to hide information from certain people is to put it in writing? Oh boy, they used to say that about all black people, but now I know there is definitely a specific set. Yeah, have to just put it in a writing and it just do so straight over their heads. We ain't got time for this over here, right? We are graduates for a reason, not a season. You hear? Okay. First up on the agenda, Auntie Donna has had her Winter Wonderland birthday celebrations. Lot of mercy. May I tell you, say, the thing, it shot, it's hell off. Huh? Uvex. So why did I say Uvex? You know what? This woman continues to face a fight no matter what she does. There were so many people building up to the failure of this event. Someone even sent me a screenshot of people claiming that they were going to contact ICE for the people who were going to turn up at the event. So when I say who vex, I make no apology. I said it because what they wouldn't want for themselves, they would wish on somebody else. But of course, you chatterboxes are not going to notice that. What you're going to be busy noticing is how much super chat I'm sending. Pathetic. There's been so much jealousy around how this woman has been loved, how this woman has been celebrated and supported. Even the very workings of her charity has consistently come under scrutiny by people who, for years, have been trying to prove that she is, as you know, that she isn't worthy. Unsuccessfully, may I add. The amount of people this woman has helped, I will continue to say one planka bus and one DMG. Yep. So yeah, who vex can stay vex. It's as simple as that. Right? So anyway, at the thing now, people, me say one piece of pasta, me say guys. When me look, me see, miss. All right. First of all, let's rewind. Rewind. First of all, let's talk about how everybody turned up at the poolside and there was this lovely vibe and this, there were the initial guests, right? Probably some who were staying at the hotel as well. And everybody was just chilled and, interacting. And the hostess with the mostess that go around the place and she interview everybody. And it was such a positive vibe. Trust me, you see next year. Anyway, Anyway, right? But I'm just saying, it was so good. It was so, 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 so good to see the sisterhood, the fraternity, the just the downright unity of flipping Planka Nation, of which I am a part and proud. I felt so good to watch it. Mr. People, when it come to the event now, and the video them start go out with all of the decor of the place, the beauty of it, the classiness of it, it was exceptional. So to the lady who did the whole party decoration and setup, kudos to you. Kudos to you because the thing it was so well done, so tasteful as well. Loved the dessert display. And once again, another me have to big him up like 10 time. YMK, King of Cakes. When I say look pan it, people look pan it. Everything pan it can't eat, This is how talented this man is. He is so talented, so detailed. Brixton Cake Shop to the world. Remember me tell you that. So whatever it is that anyone has to say about YMK, one thing I'm going to always say is this man is extremely talented, and that is without question. Okay. It was nice to see the cakes. And the second cake was also quite beautiful, and very fitting for the occasion, right? Donna, she came out in two outfits. First, she came out in a full white gown, and then in the second half, she came out in a gold gown, both of which were beautiful. Her hair was well done. Her makeup was lit. Yeah, all was well. I heard some plaquetarians going, "Oh, we miss Coco because I think people prefer how Coco handles Donna's face. I think she just knows her face so much." But I do believe that this makeup artist did a good job, nonetheless, right? Um, so yeah, it was a good vibe. The Planketarians were looking beautiful. Everybody was well dressed. I have got to say something in particular when it came to this young lady here, Tracy Rigby. My God, gal look good at all them things and look on shape. Jesus, very very beautiful, very beautiful chocolate goddess. That's how I described her. She looked the part, but it was also her birthday, right? So of course she's going to come out, packing. So yeah, but generally everybody looked absolutely amazing and stunning. So there was a particular dramatic moment. Who would have known that this was going to be a peace treaty event? Yes. So when DMG took to her mic and decided to make peace between two feuding bloggers in the middle of her party, I was like, murder! Ah! But it was wonderful. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, and the only thing I had to say, unity is so much better in Planka Shop because at the end of the day, falling out and division is not a proactive thing for just the brotherhood and sisterhood of the whole workings of Planka Nation. And when we all celebrate and love one person, and that's Donna, and we're feuding between each other, it just looks bad. It doesn't bring harmony. It's not a thing of peace. It's not what she stands for. Seeing this happen was actually very very touching, and I really and truly am hoping that it becomes an example and it's not a case of a few moments later, if you know what I mean. I'm hoping that it lasts. I honestly am hoping that it lasts. But yes, I don't have anything else to say about it other than it shocked me. It shocked me. I don't know how willing the participants were, but hopefully they took away from it the lesson and the intent, more than anything else. And it may be, even if it's a case of we're never going to be, just a case of listen, let's just go. or separate ways, and we can exist in a peaceful environment. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out, people, but that one, yeah, that was one epic moment. You understand? Afterwards, there was the cutting of the cake and all that, which was also very nice to observe. And, uh, Donna has some solid friends who stay around her no matter what. And that's always a sign of a good hearted person. When you see people never leave your side, I have to big up these friends of hers that are always there supporting her. And this includes Carol and Lothian. Um, I'm not excluding anyone. Those are just the two names that stand out to me right now, and they are definitely her ride or die chicks, and that's cool to see that you are able to be there for your sister from another mother, and to help her to celebrate and to just basically bask in her glory. It's really nice to see women supporting women like this. So yeah, the Winter Wonderland, it sell right off, right? It sell right off, despite people wanting it not to. Let's go into this whole thing with Trump. Now, the deportation, the mass deportation order is heavily underway. And one of the things that I picked up on was what was posted on the X. And that was this post here. Take a look at it. Let me read it for you. So, according to Donald Trump on Twitter, I was just informed that two repatriation flights from the United States with a large number of illegal criminals were not allowed to land in Colombia. This order was given by Colombia's socialist president Gustavo Petro, who is already very unpopular amongst his people. Petro's denial of these flights has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the United States. So, I have directed my administration to immediately take the following urgent and decisive retaliatory measures: emergency tariff of 25% on goods coming into the United States. Yo, the man now playing. Remember me tell you, Trump now and put them, in 1 week, the 25% tariffs will be raised to 50%. A travel ban and immediate visa revocations on the Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters. Me say the man come out for them, because how dare they decide that they're not taking their people back? Hello? That's not even legal in itself. Like, how can you refuse to take back your own people? And that's a them ban. And that's where them come from, them birthright there, so them navel string cut there. How can you turn around and say you are not taking back your own people? You can't. So anyway, you would have thought that once the retaliation plan was so of course, once the retaliation plan against Colombia was launched, Colombia catch them afraid. Yes, yes, Colombia catch them afraid. I mean, a travel ban and immediate visa revocations on the Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters is in itself a big thing, right? The visa sanctions on all party members, family members, and supporters of the Colombian government is the next. The man also says enhance custom and border protection inspections of all Colombian nationals and cargo on national security grounds. Then, of course, there's the IEEPA, Treasury, Banking, and Financial Sanctions that they plan to fully impose. These measures would have just been the beginning of how Imago hang Colombia if them not take back them people. He said, we will not allow the Colombian government to violate its legal obligations with regards to the acceptance and return of criminals they forced into the United States of America. So, Colombia realized that this man meant business, right? Um, and their response was as follows. And Petro, a keen user of social media, posted on X that he had barred U.S. planes carrying Colombian migrants from entering our territory because the U.S. can't treat Colombian migrants like criminals. He demanded that the U.S. put procedures in place for migrants to be treated with dignity. He, he also said he was ready to send the presidential plane to the U.S. to transport the migrants. So that will be how he goes forward. Okay. Now I don't know if Trump in guys him head no good. I don't know if him still gonna go through with them something that way him threatened just because of the fact that he broke an agreement. So there might be a penalty for that. But I'm telling you, I'm smiling because of just the sheer ballsiness of it. Because it's pretty ballsy, right? These lots of testosterone flying around these two powerful men. But at the end of the day, it's pretty serious. It's showing that Trump isn't backing down. He isn't playing. Um, and people better be prepared to play ball to receive back their citizens, be it that they're criminals or not. So we have been waiting patiently for a response from CMR with regards to the claims made by myself. Um, And to date, we've had absolutely no response at all. In fact, the man seems to have absconded to Instagram. Yeah, still waiting for a response, really. Still no response, still no challenge. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Because, like I said in my community post, who put it out here that a detective did not do her job properly? Who put it out here that this was the reason and the grounds for dismissal when your case was in fact closed? And there's a difference, by the way, between a closed case and a dismissed case, but it was closed, right? Um, on the basis of the fact that there was not enough evidence to actually pursue a case or a trial. Um, who was the one who came out here and lied on the fix and said that you received a paper from the court that claimed that you were vindicated? It was CMR. Who was it that came out here and threatened bloggers that you were going to sue them because they're all spreading lies on you and defaming your name? It was CMR, right? Now, the necessary thing that had to take place in the course of action was, for one, for us bloggers to be prepared for any legal battle. It is important to dig deeply and to investigate to see if indeed you have been defaming this man's name. Have you been saying things that's not true? In addition to that, it was important to also verify, why is it that this case was dismissed, and why is it that this detective didn't do her job properly according to his claims? How is it that the law hasn't been working for the advantage of a vulnerable child who has made allegations against her own stepfather of being molested on multiple occasions? Now, I've heard a lot of people worried. HDK, you've gone too far. HDK, it was too much. I'm always going to go hard when it comes to making sure that minors are protected from predators. And I do so without apology. And I'm not the only person. Don't think I'm the only one. There are many of us who are making sure that this individual is not flouting the law in the face of the public while creating an open landscape for further abuse. The intention is not to bring down and tear down Chrissy. As I've always said on this platform, she is the one I want to wake up. And maybe she wake up already. Because I have never perceived in any video, despite what people have suggested. Oh, she's in the background. I can hear her voice. Them think they are not enough evidence to me, right? Because I've not heard her voice and I've not seen her in any video where this man was present. So to me, that's her taking a step to ensure that the child is protected. But what you're not going to do is to come out here and pull the wool over the public's eyes as though it's all happy family and all business as usual, when really and truly healing and dedicated duty of care should be about prioritizing what took place with your child off air. There are so many who have gone through this without any kind of justice served. But they're not mega influencers like you are. Well, you're nearly mega because you're not in the millions, but you're pretty huge for the diaspora. To come out here and carelessly pretend as though nothing took place is not sensible. It sweeps serious things like this under the rug as though it was not a big deal. It gives the impression that this individual can continue to be present online where it is clear he has got an illness to manage. And that illness is around the temptation of young girls. It is important that time is taken to recover, if possible, because not all do, to do what is necessary for himself. My business with him. As long as me not seeing him displaying that sordid behavior and passing it off as though he is normal. Think about it. Has there ever been a piece of content that he is able to do in his natural form? Don't talk about the pre-recorded because editing can go on. All kind of editing and chop out. I'm talking about in his natural form, where he's not preoccupied with sexual things. Like he literally cannot have a natural discussion without referring to his organs and what he does with it. So when I said that him need to come down and go work on himself. And Chrissy needs to do what's best for her kids and stop making it look like she's still, even listen, me know say woman stay in a relationships where there's abuse and all them kind of something there and it take ages for them to leave and eventually they do leave and sometimes when they leave it's on a body bag in a body bag, right? So me know say everything is a course of action and it takes a while, it's a process, which is why I am not going to say listen you feel left or you must left. No, those things happen when women are ready and we know this. Me personally, once it comes to my child, the leaving is going to be immediate, right? Because when it comes to molestation, those things are lifetime scars, right? Lifetime scars. So I'm saying Chrissy must be given time because she is the more rescuable of the two. She must be given the time to heal and do what's best and stand up and be counted for when it comes to her child. We have to look at the scenario of what really do we want as an outcome for justice for Jay. We want the pitney them for going a care, foster care, and those things. No, because that is the worst thing that can happen for your child to end up in the state's care, right? When you have got a parent that is capable of loving and caring for you properly, even if fundamentally they need reworking. It's not about somebody who is deviant in their behavior on a psychological level to the point where they cannot take accountability for what they have done and try to pass it off like it's no big deal. That kind of person need deep repair. But I'm talking about somebody who has experienced an abusive relationship with a man and maybe is still continuing to, I don't know. But may have Stockholm syndrome or something going on. Who herself might be in need of counseling. Hence her heavy leaning on books to do with God and guiding her and all of that. That in itself is a cry for help. But we have to look at it as, who do we want to remain in that household for the growth and fostering of these children? Out of the two, it has to be her. And therefore, that's why I am hesitant to come down too badly on her. She has failed on many levels. That cannot be questioned, right? But does that make her an all round bad mother? It makes her a mother who is struggling. It makes her a mother who has made mistakes. A lot of our mothers make mistakes. There's no handbook to parenting, And some of us work on instincts more than others. And you don't know how she was raised, why she stay how she stay, why she's so hardened as well. But all I'm saying is you have to try to rescue what can be rescued. And it has to be her. It has to be her. Whether we like Chrissy, we not like Chrissy. Chrissy, if you come down, Chrissy a nastiness, Chrissy a slackness, she's still not the worst slackness in the situation. She have to be the one. You understand? And I would not like to see those three kids split up and all over the place or gone into the system at all. I don't know about the rest of you. Because to me, that is for the worst case scenarios where there's absolutely no parent involved or no family member involved that can rescue the kids. You understand? So, my issue right now is not with her. I'm not going to dig too deeply into analyzing her behavior or trying to tear her down. I think she should still carry on doing her brand deals, her videos, and everything, right? But leave this man out of it because you know he's not okay. Leave him out of it. Let him fix himself so that he is synonymous with the brand that you represent. And it doesn't matter if you're thinking, well, it's my husband, so how, and he's the father of my kids. That's your business. And remember, not being too transparent on everything is not always a bad thing. You can't flaunt somebody like that in the public eye that has got great needs on the inside. That is quite broken and in need of repair, and in a way that's dangerous to the public. Remember, he was the one who came out here and said that if anybody comes out and says terrible lies, he is going to come out here and defend it. Or at least let his followers know that it's not true. I run off on Instagram and do little mini lives and do stuff on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, mate. Yes, which is where you were before I came out and said what I said. So I don't understand. As I said, I'm waiting for the challenge. Don't worry about me, guys. Worry about Jay. Worry about other girls who may want to draw near thinking that this guy's all right. Oh no, worry about the wrong things. Oh no, worry about the wrong things. And always ask yourself when you start to make certain comments, just look and see who's echoing it and their mental state. And that should tell you a whole lot about whether or not your reasoning is sound. It should tell you a lot. A lot of people are like, why is it that HTK didn't play out the whole of the yo, me not have to play a voice note for Uno. Me not even have I don't even have to show you the record of me being on the phone with them. But that's just to shut up some fools. But me not have to share it with Uno. Oh, it's illegal to record the police. I already showed you the law. But some of you are one of those that don't read. I did not need to declare anything. My phone automatically records, by the way. Only place it don't record on is WhatsApp. But my regular phone calls, automatic. And that was a straight call. It was no WhatsApp call. Ingoing and outgoing. So what? So I don't know why you guys are more bothered than I am. He needs to so he can't sue me for factual information that was shared because it was shared by a public officer, an officer of the law. And the only reason why his name is remaining nameless because I know that there's some nasty people out there who's gonna want to try something with the man's job or call and stress out the man. But nah, do it. Well, nah, know who. I'm not going to hear no full voice note unless there's a challenge to the information. I was not on that call for 14 minutes talking about what it's like in Florida. Under what jurisdiction can somebody from the UK contact? His platform is global. Anybody from all up in a Timbuktu can ring the police because once your access is global, you can have access to any citizen and any vulnerable minor. You see on a fool? Dance bad. You see on a dance? That's why I tell you that we're graduates for a reason, not a season. And I am so glad that my platform is built the way it's built. Thinkers and reasoners, not you people who are noise in the background of this movement. Noise in the wings, trying to distract us. And that's all you will ever be to me, is noise. We want an online environment that's safe for kids. And exposing any dangers is something we will take great pride in doing. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out.